Recently, evidence has surfaced of a substantial shipment of artillery rounds from North Korea to Russia. The Ukraine weapons tracker account on erstwhile Twitter, now renamed as Social Network X, recently leaked photographs showing 122mm and 152mm projectiles. This raises questions about the scale and depth of collaboration between these nations. Reports from air.ee indicate that the head of the Estonian Defense Forces Intelligence Center, Ants Kivaseld, has confirmed the Russian Federation received 350,000 ammunition units from North Korea. If Russia utilizes approximately 10,000 units per day, this cache would last slightly more than a month. The deeper implication is the potential for North Korea to be an ongoing provider of artillery rounds for Russia, and the uncertainty about the terms of this relationship. The possibility of this being a long-term alliance, with future shipments planned, is a concerning prospect. Estonian intelligence shared another alarming statistic. The Russian Federation currently hosts 4 million artillery rounds, sufficient for a year-long, low-intensity conflict. It is imperative to monitor how this discovery impacts the perceived balance of military resources in the region. OSINT analyst at Herder 8 recently published data suggesting Russian forces are expending 7,000 rounds daily from their artillery systems, a record low since February 2022. At this rate, assuming no future supply, Russia's ammunition stocks would deplete in around 19 months. Should the daily usage rise to 10,000 rounds per day, the ammunition would last up to 13 months. It is, however, imprudent to prematurely assume Russia's depletion of munitions within a year. This timeline does not consider potential future supplies and Russia's domestic ammunition production capacities. There are reports from Western media outlets in September indicating plans within the Russian Federation to ramp up yearly artillery ammunition production to 2 million, with the timeline remaining unspecified. Presently, Russia has the capability to produce between 1 and 1.5 million artillery rounds annually, or between 83 to 125,000 units per month. By contrast, the United States, the chief artillery round supplier to Ukraine, produces 28,155mm units monthly, with plans to scale up production to 100,000 monthly units, or 1.2 million units annually, by 2026. Even France recently revealed plans to triple its ammunition exports to Ukraine, from 1,000 units in January 2023 to 3,000 by January 2024. Budanov, the head of the GRMO, noted the troubling trend of ammunition consumption surpassing production rates. This dynamic underscores the shifting dynamics in global ammunition supplies and the potential implications on international relations and conflicts. Earlier, the United States has accused North Korea of supplying Russia with a significant number of artillery shells to be used in Ukraine, as Moscow increasingly looks to allies for help with the war effort. U.S. National Security Council spokesman John Kirby told reporters on Wednesday that the alleged North Korean weapon shipments are unlikely to change the course of the conflict, stressing Western efforts to support the Ukrainian military. He did not share details about the mode of transportation or whether the U.S. would attempt to interdict the shipments to Russia.
cache involves more than 1 million rounds used to power machine guns and Kalashnikov rifles.
On the other hand, the U.S. has been warning competitors and adversaries, including China, against coming to Russia's aid in Ukraine. Washington and Kyiv have also accused Tehran of supplying Moscow with drones that were used in deadly attacks across Ukraine, allegations Iran has denied. The US and the European Union have imposed sanctions on Iranian individuals and firms they accuse of links to the country's drone industry and shipments to Russia. Since Russia launched its all-out invasion of Ukraine in February, its military campaign has been mired by setbacks. In recent months, Ukrainian forces, aided by US weaponry, recaptured large swaths of territory in a counteroffensive in the east of the country. Washington and its allies have been piling sanctions on Russia over the war and providing military and humanitarian assistance to Ukraine. In September, the U.S. Congress passed a bill allocating $12 billion in funds for Ukraine, adding to the tens of billions of dollars in aid approved earlier this year.